Giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Honest. This isn't the show for the faint-hearted. We don't do PR here. We do truth. We don't repeat headlines. We interrogate them.
If it's power, we question it. If it's policy, we break it down. And if it's propaganda, we cut right through it. Every story, every voice, every fact under the spotlight. Because Nigerians don't need noise, they need clarity. So if you're tired of spin and ready for sense, welcome.
I'm Maryann Okon, and this is Hard Facts.
Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info, 9 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour, welcoming you to the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. Yes, we are broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Isimi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. This very wet Wednesday, surprisingly wet Tuesday, I beg your pardon. I'm in a hurry. It's the rain came out of nowhere, right? Because it started off as a pretty warm day, and then here comes the rain. And you know, as usual, when it starts raining, it floods. Okay, maybe we need to build Noah's Ark in Lagos so that we can protect ourselves from it's just ridiculous. Anyway, welcome to the show. My name is Maryann Okon. From now till 6 p.m. It promises to be a great conversation. And as I always say, this will be your most authentic news experience, the one that you have on the radio. Yes, you might have news experiences on television, but this is the most authentic one on the radio. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. We're joining the conversation in a bit as we start off with the big three stories for today. And then, of course, we'll move to other matters arising. On Tuesdays, we check in with our communities in and around Lagos. Yes, to find out what's happening in your communities. Yeah. And then, of course, on the 5 o'clock hour, we'll be joined by former presidential candidate of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, Prince Adewale Adebayo, as we talk about Nigeria's exit from the grey list of FITF and what this means for us, of course, in terms of fighting corruption, investments, foreign direct investments, and most importantly, other matters arising, especially the economics of Nigeria as it is today. He'll be joining us live in the studio on that 5 o'clock hour. But for now, let's find out what the big stories are. As usual, this is how we welcome you to this segment of the show. Shall we?
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the big three stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
Nigeria's biggest decisions start with the hardest questions, and I'm asking them on Hard Facts 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
And talk we shall. Welcome to the Big Three Stories on Hard Fact 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. You can join the live stream, post your comments when we start the conversation. Also, you can join us on WhatsApp 0809-5975805. You can join us on X. Use the hashtag Hard Facts. Yes, Nigeria Info 99.3 on WhatsApp. Let's start with some of these stories, and then of course we'll delve into many other issues. In fact, I must tell you that the shake-up, the service chiefs, first we hear that we're going to have a protest to release Nnamdi Kanu, and then we now hear over the weekend that there is a coup attempt. Now, a lot of people will tell you that, look, these things may not be intertwined. In fact, there are people who think that this coup attempt was really true, even though the DHQ had come out earlier or late last week to say there was no coup attempt, the army is not involved, etc., etc. But the ADC yesterday had called on the federal government to explain exactly to Nigerians what exactly is happening with this coup attempt issue, if it's really a thing or not. But there seems to have been everyone's tight-lipped about it, really. No one's saying anything. And we're wondering, what's the true picture? Well, let's start with that story. Yesterday, Mr. President did meet with the new service chiefs, the ones he has appointed. Here's a photo op of Mr. President and them. I'll give you some background, then I'll play you a clip of the service chiefs in Government House with Mr. President. The story here with the Premium Times newspaper says Tinubu meets new service chiefs. The meeting came about 4 days after the service chiefs were appointed. Yesterday, he held a closed-door meeting with the new service chiefs at the presidential villa in Abuja. Those at the meeting were the new Chief of Defense Staff, Olufemi Oluyede, a general, the Chief of Army Staff, Waidi Shaibu. Oh my God, Shaibu. Waidu Shaibu. That's a tongue twister. A Major General, Chief of Air Staff, Kennedy Aneke, and an Air Vice Marshal, and the Chief of Naval Staff, Idi Abbas, who's a Rear Admiral. So when I was watching this video, I just thought to myself again that what's exactly, will the federal government ever tell us the truth about this coup situation? Was it really a thing? Was it a hoax? Could it have been made up for propaganda reasons? And with the new shake-up, will we see a reduction in insecurity? Is the other question. But if you're watching us live on YouTube or on Facebook, here's a clip, a courtesy of Arise Television, when the service chiefs arrived in Aso Villa yesterday to meet with Mr. President. Yes, all of them arriving in Government House. So I'm just curious, will we ever know the truth about this coup situation? And this is not the first time we've heard that people were trying to topple the government. Remember the time that we tried to protest against hunger and children were paraded? I might be wrong about the fact that these coup attempts or so-called coup attempts always seem to crop up just when you decide to protest. I might be wrong, and I would really wish that the presidency proves us wrong. But will we ever know the truth? And if there is some substance to it, could it be why there's been a shake-up in the administration of service chiefs? Yeah. Okay, so if you're watching, you can see the faces of the new service chiefs all signing, I guess, their letters of appointment or something. That's all of them there in Aso Rock as we speak. Well, and then a photo up with Mr. President while they were visiting Aso Rock. Let's move away from that. Let's look at another story from our big three stories for today. Let's talk about the People's Democratic Party. Yesterday we had Chief Bodejo here talking to us about the situation, the internal crisis in the party. Well, it looks like it's not. It's far from over, because here we have on the Daily Trust newspaper, PDP chairmanship and being shut out, says Sule Lamido. Now, if you were listening to our news bulletin just before the show started, you would have also heard what he had said. In fact, he's threatening the party. But let's see what the Daily Trust newspaper says about it. Well, the crisis threatening to derail the preparations of the People's Democratic Party PDP National Convention deepened yesterday, as former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido vowed to take legal action following his failed attempt to obtain the nomination form for the position of national chairman. Lamido's outburst came amid the growing discontent within the opposition party over the endorsement of the former Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Kabiru Tamiu Turaki SAN, as consensus candidate for the chairmanship ahead of the convention, which is scheduled for November 15 and 16 in Ibadan, Oyo State. Now, with all of this happening, before Lamido's saga, some legal hurdles, like you heard us discuss yesterday, have been threatening the convention. The Federal High Court in Abuja fixed October 30 to deliver judgment in a suit seeking to halt the convention. The case, filed by some party chairmen believed to be loyal to the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike, a critic of the convention, has become a major test for the party's unity and readiness to transition. These lawsuits and counter lawsuits makes me wonder, will the PDP ever come out of this dark room, or will they continue for 400 years? I don't know. What do you think? And finally, let's talk about the ADC. The ADC here is saying that federal government is manipulating food prices for political gains. Let's find out what they're talking about. The African Democratic Congress ADC has accused the federal government of dishonesty over its claims of increased local food production, arguing that widespread insecurity and the displacement of farmers, especially in northern Nigeria, make such assertions untrue. The party lamented that even farmers who have not been displaced are struggling to afford fertilizers and other essential agricultural inputs due to soaring costs. The ADC also, in a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary, Malam Bolaji Abdullahi, says the ADC has questioned the rationale behind the hoarding of imported food while millions of Nigerians face hunger, describing it as a deliberate weaponization of poverty for political advantage. Do you agree? Because here is Waledu, yes, the Minister of Finance. Yeah, here's Waledu. I want to read a post of his on social media. He said, and he was being quoted to say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's economic reforms are yielding results as rice price drops to 80,000 naira. And this is credited to Waledu. So over to you, the rice sellers. Because tomorrow I'm going to talk about the cost of living crisis and how we're having to deal with it. Every other day you go back to the market, things are more and more expensive. And more things are disappearing from the meal tables. And so people are just... healthy options are becoming more and more expensive. And so people just have to make do. Let them just have food in their stomach. But this price drop for rice, is it artificial, like the ADC has said? Or is it real? Has it come to stay? For those of you who are farmers, can you corroborate the assertion of the federal government? The phone lines are open. 0201 277 0993. That is for the men. 0201 465 7190. That is for the ladies. On WhatsApp, it's 0809597585. You could join the conversation there. On X, use the hashtag #HardFacts. We would like to hear from you. So the federal government is saying, look, price has come down. Things are getting better. But the ADC is saying all of these things are manipulations just for political gains. Where do you stand on this particular one? Let's go. 60 seconds is all you have. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Yes.
Hello.
I can hear you.
This is Sunday calling for me too.
Go ahead, Tunde.
You know what? Sometimes you hear some news, I'll be laughing. Look at what the minister said. Why the price of rice has come down to 80,000? Can anybody afford it? Where is the money that they will use to afford the 80,000 rice? Is it the 80,000?
I think we should ask the salient question, which is how much is minimum wage?
Maryann, is it 80,000 the minister or APC made it before they came to power? Look at that. Look at that. The rice is not affordable to afford. 80,000 when there is no money. Who told you that he has come there, he has crashed? He has still selling at 1,200 up to now. The market I went to yesterday. Who are they fooling for? Who are you fooling? Thank you and God bless Nigeria Info.
All right, thank you very much. Today, maybe you went to the wrong market. Maybe there is a different market where there's been a price, or maybe by the time you went to the market yesterday, they had not officially approved the price slash. Don't shoot the messenger. I mean, I'm just saying. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam.
You're not allowed to call the female line, sir. I'm so sorry. Call 0201277093. Hello.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Brother Yokolo calling from Owe.
Go ahead.
This government, they are not helping the public. If they want to help us, let president put mad for fuel. Fuel is too expensive. That is why things go up. Because all these traders, most of them, they use their vehicle, some they enter transport. So if you go buy something from market, why you not go fix price? If we will be buyer, if you go here, maybe somebody is selling 20,000. If the other one is selling 10,000, you will go to where they sell 10,000. But all of them go to one place. That is why price didn't come down. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I see that coming down is only Gary, because this is time of farmers. Apart from this Gary, other things like yam still come down a bit, but it's not enough.
Okay.
Fuel is too expensive. That is why things go up. Let federal government drop the fuel price.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Talking about fuel price and subsidy, for those of you who are students of history, the first time that sitting president tried or toyed with the idea.
99.3 Nigeria
I'll be back
Info.
from a break.
We'll be right back. Dear Lagosians, it's time we pay due attention to sustainable physical development planning. Our city grows daily and every one of us must help keep it orderly. When you see illegal construction, buildings without planning permits, large plots without approved layouts, or structures that violate approvals, say something. If open spaces meant for recreation or urban farming are being misused or buildings rise in wrong zones, near drains, or on road setbacks, say something. Whistleblowing isn't trouble. It's your civic duty. See something, say something. Report all physical planning infractions to the Lagos State Ministry of Fiscal Planning and Urban Development through the Office of Fiscal Planning or the nearest LASPA district office. Permit first, build next, build right, live safe. Zoning respected, Lagos protected.
This message is from the Lagos State Government. Building right for a greater Lagos.
See something, say something.
Say hello, Lagos. Hello, Port Harcourt. Hello, Abuja. This is Kids FM, the family fun radio. Kids FM is packed with exciting drama, engaging games, inspiring stories, great music, and the kind of conversations that bring families even closer. From sunrise to sunset, we've got something special for everyone in the family. Kids FM is fun for children, cool for teens, and just perfect for parents. It's more than radio.
It's packed with educational content such as language shows, quizzes, storytelling, fun fact, and many more.
It's a family experience you can count on every single day. So, wherever you are, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, or anywhere around the world, you can tune in live on 101.7 Kids FM or stream online at kidsfm.ng. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at kids.fm.ng for all the fun updates, giveaways, and behind-the-scene moments. Kids FM, let's play!
We
inform, we inspire, we ignite the conversation.
It's a worthy conversation to have.
It will have been to the credit of the president of if he had released
Because the government is saying one thing, the people are saying a totally different thing.
When Nigeria issue has happened to them or their family, they will know that this is not.
Again, I don't think there is a perfect answer to this story.
We're discussing the EFCC and their war against corruption.
Imagine that in 2026, we'll stop talking about corruption.
That their leaders say this is what you should do for them. Why can't you listen to the
ADC warns against political witch hunt in Coup Pro.
Injustice will plunge this country into a chaos.
It's about you, the caller, the listener, the Nigerian on Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. This is Hard Facts. This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yes, it is the nation's number one talk news and sports radio station, and we are live from our audiovisual studios. Yes, and we're talking about the big three stories for today. What are they? Most importantly, the PDP seems to be the problem seems to be mounting every single day from fry pan to fire. Apparently, the chairmanship position, which will be one of the big highlights of the national convention, is being contested, of course, because a particular person was unable to get access to the nomination forms, even though there had been a consensus candidate that was agreed upon. But he's saying, well, you guys are shutting me out, and so I'm going to go to court because, I mean, there is no internal democracy here. So the PDP tells us that they're going to get out of this, but it looks like they keep digging themselves further into a hole. Is there any hope in sight for the PDP before 2027? Also, the federal government, we hear, according to the ADC, are manipulating food prices for political gains. Where do you stand? Of course, the Minister for Finance, Wale Edun, has said that President Tinubu's administration have done well to reduce his economic plans and policies are working. So the price of rice has reduced to 80,000. For those of you who are selling rice or you have been to the market, how much is it though? And are other prices of food coming down, or is it what the ADC is also speculating that this might be some sort of manipulation for political gains? And finally here, Mr. President has met with service chiefs, the new ones that he's appointed. But the bigger question everyone's asking is, what's the story about this coup? Because the army is saying it didn't happen. But there's been a shake-up, and we've got new service chiefs. When are they going to tell us what the true story is? What is the real picture? Could it have been done because, was it a form of propaganda? Is it a reality? Was it a hoax? What is the true picture? Would we ever know? 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. You could join the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 080959758505. You could also be part of the conversation on X. Use the hashtag HardFacts. 60 seconds is all you have. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm Madam Lucky. I'm calling from Lucky.
Hi, Madam Lucky.
Yes, my comment is about the so-called shake-up that you are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
See, anything that you do that is not for the interest of the people, even God Almighty understands. If we are to be interest of security, the first person to have been on that list will have been that Kaide Betoku. Hello, are you hearing me?
I'm listening.
See, we have insecurity going on in Nigeria, kidnapped. Even in Abuja, said that young lady that was killed, a journalist of that Arise TV, that was killed. Is it not in Abuja there? The IG is still there till today. So what are you talking? See, let me tell you.
I'm sorry. I think that I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to help you guys if you need it. When we talk about a coup attempt, the police cannot carry out a coup attempt. I don't understand.
You misunderstand. What
I know. But the IGP's tenure. No. But the IGP's tenure was legally extended. the National Assembly ratified it. So it's
yes,
not...
it's possible. See, that is a precedent that has been said that tomorrow my grandmother may even come up tomorrow and say my grandfather will be used. And the National Assembly will change the law and hit the gavel. What are you telling the younger police that are coming up? It's wrong. That is destruction of institutions. So when you talk about the issue, well, what I'm saying that the president acted very swiftly because it's for his interest, not interest of Nigerians. Thank you.
Okay, I get it, Madam Lucky. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact.
Maria, good afternoon. I call back. I want to contribute about the coup you are talking about.
Yes.
Every slightest rumor, there must be a big truth inside. Why I say so is just they arrested some military boys, about 15 of them, according to rumor. But I know it is not rumor. They arrested some.
Well, I'm sorry.
soldiers.
We also on this show we cannot go by rumors. We need facts, and those are the things we're asking the federal government to come clean about.
Okay. But just imagine this shake up now. Well, according to the coup, we are still suspecting that we don't know how true it is because nobody confirmed whether it's true or not. But the shake up means maybe it may be true or it may be not. It may not be truth. So that is that. But about things that are going up when people say the price still remains as it is, go to Tinker Island. Like all these thinkers they bring from abroad before, see the tax they paid, and the ones they cleared with maybe 10 million before the time of Buhari. Now it's about 30 million. Then not the goods they take and bring. All those goods must go up.
Okay.
If they bring all things down, things must surely come down. That is why things.
All right. Thank you for calling. We're taking your thoughts, your comments. 60 seconds. Please go straight to the point. It's interesting. I was going to talk about subsidy removal. For those of us who are good students of history, the first time we heard about this subsidy removal thing, it was under the Jonathan administration. And we remember, I'm sure that you have pictures, if not mentally, you have some on your phone of the people who led the protest against subsidy removal. The same subsidy that is gone today. First thing Mr. President said right after he became president. And a few people, I think it was Nuhu Ribadu first, and then of course what's his name? Former Kitty Governor. These are all the people who actually said, look, we know what we were doing, but we did it anyway for political reasons. Okay. And there are those who would also tell you that, when subsidy was removed then, or if we had allowed for subsidy to be removed, we had more cushioning effects then. We had, a boom of sorts. It could have been way better than where we are today. It's arguable, it's debatable. And I want to play you a clip of, what's his name? Former Ekiti State Governor, the one that became a minister under Buhari, and what he said about this subsidy removal. And I'm playing this not because I want to talk about subsidy removal, but I want to paint a picture of what is true and what is not true, and how we can actually be able to ascertain if these people ever are on our side, if they're even telling us the truth, if they ever want to tell us the truth. So here's the former minister and former governor. I want to play that clip. I got it on Twitter, so take a listen and listen to what he had to say.
We in ACN at the time in 2012, we know the truth, sir. But it is all politics. Even when what President Jonathan is doing, which 10 or so years after, all the political parties in this country agreed with. They even put it in their manifesto. Subsidy must be removed. Subsidy must be removed. Subsidy must be removed. We in ACN at the time we in ACN at the time in 2012, we know the truth, sir. But it is all politics.
This is one of the most...
All right, so that is Femi Adesina, is that his name? Oh my goodness, his name just skips me. Am I right? Former Ekiti State Governor, former Minister Onda Buhari, talking about the reason behind that Occupy Nigeria protest. Well, all of you joined. And we had the likes of, what's his name? The SAN today. Falsi's dad, what's his name? Falana. We had Tunde Bakare. We had El Rufai. We had Bola Ahmed Tinubu and several other people who occupied Nigeria. And today, they're telling us that hey, it was all politics. How do we trust these guys? Especially with this issue of a coup attempt. Could this also be another political strategy to keep you all shut, tight-lipped, or tight-lipped, sorry. What's happening to my English? To just make you guys just shrug it off and keep it moving. Could that be the case? I don't know. I mean, I played all of this to say, how do we know these guys are telling the truth? Because it looks like everything they tell us, they're doing the total opposite. Let's go. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yes, this is Kenny from Shomolu.
Hello, Kenny.
Hi, Maryann. Yes, how are you? Okay, it is not remotely funny in terms of the position the ACN people, they took, but that was in the past. Now, I'm not very happy with what PDP is doing. For me, I think the major problem PDP has is Wike. He should be ousted from that party, and then there will be sanity, and they can move forward. That's pretty much all I want to say. I wanted to talk about the homes that were destroyed yesterday, but that was yesterday. So good job, Maryann.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you for calling. Let's take more thoughts. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Princess Maryann, good afternoon. Peter Bones from Shongotedo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, quickly, let me react. In the issue of the coup, the government is not telling us the real fact. And I want to believe that there was no coup. This is it. If the DHQ could tell us that, it could be an internal whatsoever, mutiny and whatsoever, I agree. So I feel that the government was looking for a way, or is looking for a way to change the service chief. And had to come up with that, if I may use the word, alleged propaganda.
Really?
There was a coup.
That would be a lame. That would be a lame reason to change service chiefs.
Maryann, look at it. If it were in the military era and there was a coup, they will swing into action. Before you know the end, they will have told you, but why is it taking for so long a time? Why is it that the APC is taking time to give us information? That's the way I look at it. There's no coup. Just a way. And the DHQ then told us, if I'm correct, from their own investigation, that maybe internal mutiny as a result of that. And I feel that the government capitalized on it to change the service chiefs. And that's the way I look at it. Because in a Senate climb, you get information on what is happening firsthand. Good evening, good afternoon.
All right, thank you, Peter. Thank you, Babatunde. It's Kayode Fayemi. His name just keeps coming in and out of my head. Yeah. I mean, if he did something great, I would have probably remembered his name, but yeah. Kayode Fayemi, former Ekiti State Governor. How do we trust these guys? Maybe never. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
No, you're not supposed to call the female line. Thank you. Goodbye. Hello.
Hi, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome on the show.
Thank you.
Maryann, the led and the rulers in this country, when have they ever told the people the truth? When? Do you think this mistrust and distrust that the people feel for them or have for them, do you think it just happened overnight? We will never know the true position of things. If they don't bring statistical algorithms, they will bring propagandas. They will definitely bring something to just make us have selective amnesia, make us just flip for a second. Whether it happened, whether it did not happen, all this rancor is a distraction and a side attraction to suppress the truth and take us far deep away from reality. Whether it happened, who knows? Whether it did not happen, okay, they've changed the service chiefs. Going forward, what happens? see, not be today we begin the get wrong notion about them because they would never come to tell you the true position of things. And this is intentional. Occupy Nigeria, when they go out to protest, when they were in the opposition, nobody clamped down on them. But if you see us come out to protest and you see them clamping on us, clamping down on the people as if it's not their own right, this is to tell you that they want to subjugate and make the people subservient so that they can always manipulate their will.
Thank you
so
very
we
much
continually
for
have this
calling.
mistrust for them because they don't want us to do the position of things. I will have no sympathy
Thank you for
or empathy
calling.
for a government that doesn't have
60
sympathy for its
seconds
citizens
is
as well.
over. Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds. Please stick to your 60 seconds. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah. Good evening, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Marco from First Tag.
Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Yeah, let's be straightforward on this issue. If the government of the day says there was no coup, then effectively there was no coup, because if the coup had happened, it would have been against them. If they now come tomorrow, so from our investigation, what we thought was not a coup happened to be a coup, that it becomes a coup. So far now, nothing like coup happened, but something happened that led to the arrest.
So
But
why is it so difficult for the government to address the people truthfully? What's wrong with that?
No, they say they're still investigating. From what I read on Sahara, they raided the home of Tinubu receiver that they accused of holding. So these things they're still looking at it.
Timmy Bracey.
So nobody can effectively come out to say there's a coup until the government says there was a coup against us. Thank you, Maryann.
All right, thank you very much. Interesting, isn't it? This has to be the most interesting administration. The drama that plays out under this administration is Hollywood, or maybe Nollywood, maybe Bollywood worthy. Hollywood is too high class. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
You're not allowed to call the ladies' line, please. 0201-277-0993. That's the number you're supposed to call. Hello,
good evening. This is Joy.
Hello, Joy.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Weather. Beautiful weather.
I'm enjoying it.
So, for me, I don't know. I believe in APC Young Career. I've never, ever believed in them. Even during the 2014, I did not go for that Occupy whatever in Ojota. So, because history made me understand who Buhari was, so I never voted for him at that time. Now, they say the cost of food items is now cheap. Are they talking about food in season that is a little bit cheap? Or what are they talking about? Even the yam that is in season now, it's expensive. You buy a tuber of yam for 4,000, you say it's cheap.
That's not
cheap. Or buy something very little that cannot even feed a family for 2,000, would you call that one cheap? Potato is expensive in the market. I don't know. The rice are talking about how much was rice before APC came to power. That is what will make us know if it is cheap. What's the minimum wage? Compare the price. If you buy rice, let's say buy rice for 70,000 or 60,000 naira. Is the only rice you're going to eat? Won't you eat other things? So when they say the prices of goods, foods are down, it is bad. I told people, I went to this and UK.
Yeah, 60 seconds is over.
The cheapest thing.
Okay.
They should subsidize agriculture.
Thank you so much for calling.
Things will come down.
All right, Joy, thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. Please put your thoughts together, okay, so we can get other people to talk. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Mike from Aja.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, well, you know what we are, well, me, as a Nigerian seeing in this, with this regime, you know. In fact, what really amazes me is that the people that were supposed to be elderly people that are supposed to be telling the truth, most of them are the government, and they are the ones that are doing all this. What are we trying to teach our younger ones that are coming after? Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a good question that we need to ask them, the so-called leaders and their supporters, especially the ones who are supposedly elderly, like you said. I mean, of course, it's convenient now for Kayode Fayemi to make fun of the situation and laugh about it. But what's funny, really? And then now people are facing the same subsidy removal and there are no cushioning effects. And there's propaganda everywhere. The figures are being tampered with. The MBS is giving us one statistic. The reality on the ground is something totally different. They're saying, oh, well, inflation has stalled. There is inflation. It's just that it's not as bad as it used to be. It's going negatively. Guys. How much is rice today? I want to read some messages. John Bernardo here on Facebook Live says, as for the president changing service chiefs this time around has nothing to do with strengthening of security. If not, why did he promote the chief of army staff to the chief of defense staff when he should have gone with his colleagues? Why is he still keeping the IGP Egbetokun? There is more to this than they're telling us. I'm seeing it as a regime protection instead of protecting Nigerians. AB Ambo here says, how do you explain to a man who once bought a bag of rice for 7,000 naira in Nigeria that the same commodity has come down and is now 80,000 per bag? Some people just have a way of bringing out the beast in gentle souls with their unguarded utterances. Dada Dedayo here says, good afternoon. Change of security chiefs is more or less a propaganda. Because this government is afraid of a coup attempt. This government is afraid that that is why they changed them. The only time you will see the police and army work, it's when people protest or demand for their rights. That is when you see them doing eye service and hypocrisy for government. Case studies, NSAS, 2023 elections, end bad governance, the Nnamdi Kanu protest, and now the demolition in Oworoshoki. I learned that the police were defending those demolition people. Also, they don't want you to protest. While that energy could have been used for bandits and Boko Haram, rather your government is negotiating with them, saying they have repented and they put them in society. What happened to the 400 names that sponsored Boko Haram? You can see no political will to fight insecurity because of 2027 election gains. Thank you very much. That's a long message. Thank you. All right, let me go to YouTube Live and see if I have any comments on YouTube. No, I don't. So I'm going to quickly go to WhatsApp to read. Okay, Joseph Bassi here on YouTube Live says, it's so pathetic. Obviously, I'm sure he's talking about the cost of living crisis. Let me go to WhatsApp and run through those messages. This one here says, I'm David from Ikorodu. I would like to say, that he says that we're living in a packaged world. So they are packaging for us, even the government. This one says, can you imagine the minister saying, thank God the bag of rice has fallen to 80,000? How much is minimum wage, school fees, accommodation, transportation, utility bills? How much was it before Bolekaja government took over when they have taken purchasing power from the people? Why won't it fall? You know, I got a message this morning on my ex, and the guy was saying that, look, he can't do it anymore because there's like 150% increase in rents and several other things. And how are people supposed to cope? I would like Mr. Waledu to tell me how we are supposed to cope. Someone here says, the trademark of APC is self-praising and propaganda. The prices of fuel and gas are still high, coupled with insecurity menace. One wonders where the government got their price downwards on goods and services from. Noah from Igondo. John from Ijaniki here says, as for the president changing service chiefs from this time around, has nothing to do with strengthening security. If not, okay, I think I've read your message, John, on Facebook already. Thank you. This one says, when the rain started, I was wondering if you will make it to work. About the price of items, no improvement. I'm not happy with this government. Last month, I learned governments are giving 70,000 to individual and people are there for hours. Why is the government not doing the right thing? Instead of 70,000, why can't they use the money for roads, water, and electricity for the people to enjoy? Adebayo, if you ask me. Ayo here says, this cool rumor may not be a fuck. Okay. It must be okay. In Nigeria, we don't know what to believe because the truth is scarce. Why is Sule Lamido planning to be chairman of PDP? Each time a distressed house collapses, Lagos state government should be blamed. They can destroy houses at a Oworoshoki in the night. Wow. Michael from Yaba says the answer to the question is no. PDP problems are far from over and might never be over until after 2027 elections, when APC must have returned to power. I smile and shake my head every time I hear Chief Bodijo defending and waxing lyrical about the rise of party that is almost buried after failing in 2015. I will not disagree with the ADC on the accusation, as this government can never be trusted. I wept when I saw the giggling and ridiculous sarcasm when I heard Fayemi on the issue of subsidy removal. Are these the kind of people governing us? He said, Jesus is Lord. Okay. I want to take one last call and then we'll read some more messages. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, my name is Sam. This number don't used to go. I don't know why. We try.
It's going. I've been taking a lot of calls on it.
Yes, well, at least. Yes, let me tell you, the government is telling us lies. And just on the first, our president told us that our hospitals are working. And diseases that like cancer can now be treated in Nigeria. And a few days after that, one of the ministers was flying abroad. Why did they not treat here? Was the president telling us lie or was telling us truth? It's the same thing with what is happening with the coup. They are not telling us the truth of what is happening.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone who was sending me the name of Kayode Fayemi. So someone here says, Maryann, the price of rice varies by brand. Bull rice is 59,500. My choice is 74,000. Okay. Olawale, thank you very much for sending us that price. More people can tell us if rice has reduced. Thank you very much, Kayode Fayemi. Yes, I know. Safian from Kanu says ADC is telling the truth. The federal government is manipulating food prices for political gains. And this one says the shakeup is neither here nor there. You are sacking your chiefs in the name of what, a coup or something? Is that the reason why the president couldn't hold an Independence Day parade ceremony? What is the reason for why the president... Okay. Independence Day celebration is a prerogative and a pride of every nation, and you cancel it. Why have a low key with the rest of the world? By sacking these chiefs, the president demoralized the troops. The new chiefs must make it up. The president, no try at all. Lan from Lagos Island. Okay, I think we're going to go on a quick break. Yeah, a very short break. And when we come back, I'll take some more calls and read some more messages. The program is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Hot Facts with Maryann Okon. We'll be right back.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This November, the Battle of Voices returns. Lagos's brightest secondary schools step into the arena. Each one daring to say, I beg to differ. On November 10th, the season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament begins. Passion, logic, and wit will collide, but only one school will claim the crown. I Beg to Differ Season 9, not just a debate. It's a war of words. Who will rise? Who will fall? Who will be champion? November 10th, 2025. Lagos's voices. Lagos's future. Nigeria's best of the best. The best. For sponsorship inquiries, email info@nigeriainfo.fm. That is info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ. The Tournament of Champions.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria Info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry. You did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria's biggest decisions start with the hardest questions, and I'm asking them on Hard Facts 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
All right, we're back. Let's read some more messages. But first, let me take a quick call and then we'll wrap things up with the messages, shall we? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening, Maryann Okon.
Good evening.
Our own princess.
Good evening.
Quickly, Maryann. You see, when people are doing things and they are doing it for political gain, do you remember this government told us when they were coming in, the statistics will go up. Now, the statistics they are now giving is not in alliance with the reality. So they have already said it from the beginning that they don't even mind statistics. Now, the one they are giving is contradicting with what is happening. You see, for changing of chief of staff and all of that, the man is trying to protect himself. Forget it. Even if there is a coup rumor, the man is just trying to protect himself. The service chief that you change, has it bring any changes? That is why somebody can come up and tell us that they know what they were doing as of 2012. Each time I see some of those pictures of those people at Ojota, I keep shedding tears because I was shouting that time. These men know what they are doing. See where we find ourselves. And they are the one behind the helms of our fear now. May God save this nation. This is Pastor Ladipo.
Thank you, Pastor Ladipo, for your call. I have about 30 seconds. Let's see if I can rush through some messages. This one says, as regards to failed call rumors, since the beginning of this APC regime, there's no news they have debunked that hasn't been the truth. They are just deceiving themselves. Posterity will judge them all. It's a matter of time. Allah from Ikotun. And this one says, Michael says, a witch cried at night and a child dies in the morning. Even the fact can be manipulated. Thank you, Michael. Okay, I've got to go. The news is here at the top of the hour. On the other side of the clock, it's Community U Report. You cannot afford to miss it. My name is Maryann Okon. We'll be right back after this break.
You decide, you listen, and be part of the conversation.
I never believe that I'm in Nigeria. Why must government of Nigeria decide to clap its law?
The police is quick to fire their gas and peaceful protesters, right?
It's like the entire nation is being gassed.
That's what they are going to practice for you people now. Are you so crazy? It won't come enough.
Why did the government not obey the courts?
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.